go work on calculating our 24-hour time. Okay, so calculating 24-hour time. We have two clocks here. Now, are either of these clocks in 24-hour time? No. What type of time are they in?
12 hour.
That's right, 12. It goes around the circle all the way to 12, this being our clockwise direction, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to set up times around this that relate to 24-hour time. Okay? So, if 12, or 1 o'clock's where we stop and 12 is our ending, what hour would come after 12? So, in other words, in the AM, this time here, okay?
13.
That's right. In the PM, so 1 PM
Post-meridian.
is known as 13. Okay. At 2 PM, what time are we talking about?
14.
That's right, 1400. Okay. This would be 3 PM.
15.
Okay. Then what?
16. 17. 18.
Are you sure?
19.
Uh-huh.
Sure of being sure?
20. 21.
Yeah.
Oh.
22.
No.
23.
0.4.
And
24.
excellent.
0.5.
Okay, so we've now developed our 24-hour clock. And what we're going to try to do in these questions is we're going to go around changing our times and then figuring out how to calculate them quickly using a 24-hour clock. Okay, so if I'm talking about, let's say, oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's say I'm talking about 9, but I'm actually talking about a time called 9 AM. In terms of 24 hours, okay, we'll use our same hands here. So copy and paste this hand. Move it over. And we'll copy and paste this hand.
Did one of them say clone?
Oops. Undo. Yeah, I have an option to clone things too. So, at 9 AM, what is 9 AM in 24-hour time?
9 a.m.?
Yeah.
9 a.m.
That's right. But it's also known as something called 0900.
Oh.
Okay, you ever heard them use that in military?
Yeah.
They say the O because in the tens column there's no value. Okay, so it's really still 9 o'clock, right, at 9 a.m. But what would 9 p.m. be? So this is the equivalent of 9 a.m. But if we were to do 9 p.m. on a 24-hour clock, what would our time be?
The time would... Oh, 9 a.m.? I mean p.m.?
Yeah.
The time would be 21.
Yeah. 21. And why do they call it 2100? Why do they use that term?
Because there's 2 zeros.
Because there's 2 zeros, like as if it's 100. Now we know seconds aren't measured in hundreds, so it's not very accurate. But that is a term they use to rate it. Now, the problem here is, how can I turn, if I didn't have this 24-hour clock, so say I've jumped down a little, how would I know 9 p.m. was 21? What operation could I use?
From 21, you minus 12.
Okay, but what if I were told, they told me it's 9 p.m., what time is it in 24-hour time? Would I minus 12 from 9?
Add.
I'd add, that's right. So to go from here, we're going to add 12 hours to this. And if it was 21, how would I know what time it is in 12-hour time?
You would subtract.
That's right. We subtract those same 12 hours. Okay. So now that we've set up our clock, let's actually do a couple questions like this. What if I needed to know what 18... Sorry, I'm going to write it on the other side. Let's say I wanted to know what 1800 hours was in 12-hour time. So here's our first example, second example. Here's our third. What is that in 12-hour time?
It would be subtracted from 8. No.
What do I have to
6.
subtract?
12.
That's right. So if I subtract 12 from this quickly,
It would
what do
be
we get?
6.
That's right. So 6 what?
6. 100.
Well, in 12-hour time, we don't talk like that.
Oh,
What two terms do we use to determine whether it's the morning or the afternoon?
6 a.m.
Would it be 6 a.m.? What does a.m. mean?
After meridian.
Okay. And it's also known as what time of day for us?
Morning.
Morning. Okay. Now, 9 a.m. in 12 hours is known as what in 24 hours?
9.
900 or 9 o'clock, right? And is there any difference between those times when we're talking about the a.m.?
Yes.
How about the actual full number? Is it still the number 9?
Yeah.
Yes, it's still the number 9. Okay? But if we're not having the same number, we're at what time of day?
You're at 9 p.m.
PM. So we don't have the same type of number here. So are we in the AM or in the PM here?
In the a.m. No, p.m.
That's right. We're in the PM. Okay. So we know that it deals with the afternoon. Anytime we have a number higher than what?
Anytime you have a number higher than 12.
That's right. You ever seen that sign before? A greater than
Little
sign?
Greater.
Yeah.
And then
Anytime we're greater than 12, we're in the PM. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's say someone tells me that, at 10:30 p.m., I need you to convert it to 24-hour time for me. How would we go about doing that? See, here we were going backwards, so we need to do what operation?
you would need to subtract.
And we subtracted in that one. This one, we're going over to 24-hour time. So what operation do I need to use?
Addition.
Addition. So we're going to add 12 plus this time, right? And what are we going to get?
22, 30.
22 third. That's right. So this becomes our time of 2230. Does that make sense going back and forth between these two times? Okay, the first thing I want you to do on that sheet is convert all of your times to 24-hour time. Okay, so that's just a quick conversion.
Convert.